Your brain's ability to stay sharp, to maintain relentless focus, isn't just about willpower. It's a direct, moment-to-moment chemical reaction triggered by the precise fuel you just put into your body. This isn't a theory, it's a foundational operating principle discovered deep within your own neurochemistry. Every time you feel that insidious creep of brain fog, that sudden plunge into mental exhaustion, it's not a personal failing, it's your neurons reacting. You've just hit a biological tripwire, and you didn't even know it was there. In the next few moments, you will understand the precise mechanics of the Orexin system, your brain's master switch for sustained wakefulness, and how your daily carbohydrate choices are directly dictating its activity. We are going to decode the biological dialogue between your diet and your deep work capacity, giving you an insight so powerful it will transform your entire approach to productivity. At the heart of your sustained attention, the relentless drive that keeps you pushing through complex tasks, lies a tiny yet incredibly potent population of neurons nestled deep within your hypothalamus. These are your orexin neurons. Orexin, also known as hypocretin, is more than just a neurotransmitter. It is the orchestrator of your wakefulness, the sentinel guarding against the creeping tide of fatigue. Imagine it as a vigilant lighthouse keeper in the vast ocean of your brain, constantly sending out signals to keep the lights on, to maintain alertness, to ensure your cognitive ship stays on course. Without its steady beam, the brain drifts into somnolence, even total sleep. Now, here's where your plate enters the equation. These critical orexin neurons are not just arbitrarily firing, they are metabolic sensors. They are meticulously calibrated to respond to the energy status of your brain, and more specifically, to the levels of glucose circulating in your system. Think of your orexin neurons as highly sensitive glucose detectors. When glucose levels are stable and moderately low, signaling a steady, consistent fuel supply, these orexin neurons are highly active. They fire vigorously, pumping out orexin, which then acts on numerous brain regions, cranking up your vigilance, boosting your attention, and suppressing sleep-promoting centers. This is the state of peak, effortless focus. But what happens when your glucose levels suddenly spike? What if you just consumed a rapidly absorbed carbohydrate-rich meal? This is a crucial pivot point. A sudden surge of glucose, like a tidal wave overwhelming a small sensor, actually inhibits these vital orexin neurons. Yes, you heard that correctly. A rapid glucose spike, the very thing many people associate with an energy boost, can temporarily silence the very neurons responsible for keeping you sharp and focused. It's a counterintuitive truth, often missed in the clamor for quick energy. A seminal study published by Suneki and colleagues in 2008 meticulously mapped the direct inhibitory effect of elevated glucose on orexin neuron firing rates, providing irrefutable evidence of this crucial metabolic feedback loop. It's not about the sheer amount of glucose, it's about the rate of change and the height of the spike. And that, my friend, is the unseen mechanism behind your infamous 3 p.m. crash, your mid-morning mental slump, the moment your brilliant ideas dissolve into a haze of digital distractions. It is the direct biological consequence of your orexin neurons being temporarily muted by an unmanaged glucose surge. This isn't a theory. It's the stark biological reality of how your food choices are programming your brain for either relentless focus or debilitating mental fatigue. You are quite literally switching off your internal wakefulness system with your fork. Consider this. How many times have you settled down to tackle a demanding project, perhaps after a quick, convenient breakfast of sugary cereal or a refined pastry, only to find your mental gears grinding to a halt within an hour or two? You start strong, filled with an artificial burst of energy, but then the focus wavers, the clarity fades, and suddenly you're rereading the same paragraph 5 times. That's the before picture. Your orexin neurons, initially eager to fire, are now suppressed by the glucose roller coaster. The vibrant colors of your cognitive landscape turn to muted grays. You're fighting an uphill battle against your own brain chemistry, trying to summon willpower that your neurobiology has temporarily taken offline. Now, imagine the alternative, the after picture. You begin your day with a meal designed to provide a slow, steady release of glucose, keeping your orexin neurons consistently active, almost purring with efficiency. You approach your work with an uninterrupted current of mental energy. Complex problems that once seemed daunting now unravel with a quiet determination. Your deep work sessions stretch effortlessly from 1 hour to 2, sometimes 3, without that nagging urge to check your phone or wander off for a coffee. This isn't about being more disciplined, it's about being biologically optimized. You are not battling brain fog because you've eliminated its root cause. Think of a software engineer tackling an intricate coding challenge. In the before scenario, they might spend 5 hours debugging a section of code that, in the after scenario, fueled by stable Orexin activity, takes them a mere 2 hours with significantly fewer errors. The profound impact of this system on cognitive throughput has been validated repeatedly, with a pivotal publication by Sakurai and collaborators in 2005 demonstrating how the targeted activation of orexin neurons dramatically enhances attention, vigilance, and overall cognitive performance in animal models, directly informing our understanding of human focus. This isn't just about feeling better, it's about measurable gains in speed, accuracy, and sustained cognitive output. Your brain is not a machine that just runs, it's a finely tuned biological instrument, and you are now learning how to play it with precision. So, how do you harness this understanding? How do you keep your orexin system firing consistently, day in and day out? It comes down to 3 specific brain-based productivity techniques you can implement starting today. First, institute the Orexin Optimizing Breakfast Reset. This is about strategic carbohydrate pairing. Your goal for your first meal is to provide sustainable energy without triggering that inhibitory glucose spike. Aim for a balance of protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates with high fiber content. Think eggs with avocado and a handful of berries, or Greek yogurt with nuts and a sprinkle of seeds. This combination ensures a slow, gradual release of glucose, maintaining your orexin neurons in their active, alert state for a solid 3 to 4 hours. Eat this within 1 hour of waking to set your day's neurochemical tone. The expected brain response is immediate activation of orexin, leading to an absence of the typical morning slump, instead replaced by sustained mental clarity. Second, employ the mid-morning glucose stabilizer. Around 2 to 3 hours after your orexin-optimized breakfast, your blood glucose levels will naturally begin a gentle decline. This is where many people reach for sugary snacks, inadvertently sabotaging their orexin system. Instead, consume a small strategic snack comprising primarily healthy fats and protein with minimal simple carbohydrates. A small handful of almonds and walnuts, a few slices of cheese, or a hard-boiled egg are perfect. This prevents any significant dip that might trigger cravings for fast sugars, thereby keeping your orexin neurons continuously engaged. The specific method is anticipatory. Don't wait until you feel the dip. Preempt it. This precisely timed intervention ensures your orexin system doesn't waver, sustaining your vigilance and preventing premature fatigue, allowing you to bridge the gap to lunch with uncompromised focus. Third, master the pre-deep work fuel protocol. Before you dive into your most demanding cognitive tasks, whether it's an intense coding session or a complex report, you want to prime your brain for sustained effort without causing an orexin crash. About 30 minutes prior to your deep work block, consider a small portion of healthy fats and protein, a spoonful of almond butter, or some turkey slices. If you need carbohydrates for intense physical activity later, consume them after your primary mental effort, or pair them meticulously with fiber and protein. The method here is about timing your fuel to match your cognitive demand, ensuring your orexin neurons are not only active but primed for the extended vigilance required for deep work. This subtle preloading ensures your brain has the foundational elements it needs without ever interrupting the orexin signal, allowing you to enter and remain in a state of profound focus for extended periods. You see, this isn't about dieting or deprivation. This is about understanding your brain's operating system, about recognizing that your cognitive performance isn't a random occurrence, but a direct consequence of the fuel you supply. You are not a victim of your energy levels. You are the architect of your neurochemistry. You are shifting from merely reacting to feeling tired or foggy to proactively engineering a state of consistent, high-level focus. You are becoming someone who works with your biology, not against it, leveraging fundamental brain science to unlock your true intellectual potential. You are not just eating healthier, you are optimizing your neurochemical landscape for peak performance. The power to command consistent focus, to banish brain fog, And to unlock your highest cognitive performance isn't some abstract skill, it's embedded in your biology, waiting for you to simply understand its language. Start speaking it today. Optimize your Orexin system and watch your productivity transform. And trust me when I say, we've only just scratched the surface of what your incredible brain is capable of and what secrets lie waiting to be unearthed.